everyone, I'm Deb from Deb Web Art, and today I wanted to look at the power of Fluorescent Magenta. Okay, now I know it's going to sound a little bit weird, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to go through a whole lot of different colors that I usually use, basically the rainbow, and add some fluorescent magenta to them and see what happens. Because this, as you know, or maybe you don't, I work in an art shop, a massive art warehouse, literally called the art shop. And one of the most common things that artists do is purchase, doesn't have to be this one, but they purchase like a fluorescent magenta or fluorescent pink. And they mix it with certain colors and it really lifts it to another level. So today I thought, why don't we just have a little play with some of the colors and see what does it do. So join me and let's see what happens. Okay, so there is a selection of different color paints here, basically from the rainbow, and different brands as well, and our pink. I have primary red, magenta and ash pink that I've put over here with the fluorescent magenta from Golden. And let's just have a little look and see what happens when we add small amounts of them together. Gee, it goes a long way. That's quite nice, I like that. If I was to do the red all by itself, without the magenta, it would look like that. It's very similar, isn't it? Perhaps adding more might be interesting. Okay. Now I've not done this, so this is a complete new thing. Like, this is news for me. Okay, so this one is the magenta. So let's add maybe I added too much to that. Let's grab more of that. Look at that. See, I actually think you can see that. You can see how it's lifted it. And then we've got this little one, ash pink. That's what it looks like. And let's add, obviously it's going to change. Oh, that's quite lovely, isn't it? From a point of view of a really pretty pink. And let's now take the oranges and yellows. So that is orange, deep. This is an Amsterdam colour. It's an orange-like, but it is called Naples Yellow Red. And then this one being the yellow. And let's see what we do. So this is the orange. To add a touch. Oh, you see? Ah, that's lovely. It just lifts it into something different. Yeah, and let's now go for that Naples Yellow Red. That's what it looks like there. And let's just add a touch. You can see that I'm not adding a lot, but it really lifts it up, makes it look so interesting. Look at those two together. Wow. Let's grab some yellow. Touch. And you saw how little I added to that, and now that becomes a really lovely orange color. Oh, that's so nice. Just by adding a little touch of the fluorescent magenta. Let's add a little green. This is just called Green Light by Jo Sonja. As you can see, there's quite a variety of paints that I like to use. I'm expecting this one to turn into a bit of a brown because it's more of a pink red with a green. So I don't know, let's have a little look. Touch of that. Yeah. But you know what? That's actually a really lovely kind of almost burnt ochre, but with a pink undertone. That's really pretty. It really does liven up the place, doesn't it? Okay, let's go on to a primary red. This is one of my favorite colors, Southern Blue. So that's why I put it in, because Southern Ocean Blue, because I just wanted to see. And then this one, which is turquoise green. Right, let's just try those three. I'm going to do this one first. As expected, there is a delicious purple there. This is the Southern Ocean from Matisse. I really like this one. Oh. That's beautiful. So it comes into this rich, like almost navy. It's like an ultramarine-ish. Maybe not quite ultramarine, but still with the glaze, which is quite lovely. And then this is the primary blue, which is semi-transparent. So let's see. Yeah. So if you just do a little bit, it just takes it into that purple blue. But I guess the more you add to that, I think, just get a little bit more intense. But that's actually quite lovely. We've got a brilliant violet. Okay, let's pop that up there. Sometimes the Jo Sonja paints come out real fast. Okay, and then we've got Payne's Grey. I was just really curious about this one. That's all. Just wanted to see if it like how it changed, if anything, because it's such a dark color. And we'll go to some lighter colors after this. So there's the Brilliant Violet of Jo Sonja, and let's add. Oh, that's lovely. Brings it up to a nice red violet, which, you know, we can predict a lot of these, but it's really, there's something special when you just add them onto the paper and you have a good look for yourself. So this is the Payne's Grey. It is honestly one of my favorite colors. And Payne's Grey is normally, Payne's Grey, and this one is semi-transparent. It does differ a little. Okay. Now let's add. Because Payne's Grey has got some blue pigments, it's bringing it out into like a dark violet. Oh, that's delicious. So now obviously we've got white, but we've also got Naples red yellow. I was just curious about this one. And I'm gonna have to paint something with all of these. And then we'll do a bit of a white. Okay, so This is Amsterdam. Oh, that's a little tarnished. Hang on. There you go. And let's pick up some pink with that. Oh, that's so refreshing. Look at it. It's like ice cream. Yeah. Let's now see. We just mix it with plain old white. You know, it should be a really pretty colour. Yeah, just look at that. That's beautiful, isn't it? Now I had a thought. I think what I'm going to do, some of these are still wet, so I could maybe go in and just add a little bit of white just to see how that pans out. That's that one. I don't know if it'll work because yeah, it would have been good if I'd done that, hey? But you know, hindsight's a great thing. I wonder if this has still got a little bit of wet. A little bit. Yes, look, see? Oh, I even think that might still be a bit wet at the top. Let's see. Honestly, there's some really pretty colours here. I really urge you to have a go with this because you can bring out some fascinating colours with this. Really interesting, isn't it? I don't think anything else is... Oh, that might still be a bit wet. So this one was the orange. And then it still has that beautiful pink undertone and comes into this sort of colour. These are honestly, they'll blend so beautifully. I want to just do a bit of the red again because, so that's the red there. I just wanted to do that. And then I want to add a little bit more pink. So it turned into like a pink red, which is really nice. And then let's see what happens when we add a bit of the white. Obviously, you can predict, but it's nice just to see. Okay, so there's that pink there, and then the magenta pink, and then this is the Naples red yellow here. The different kinds of pinks. That's interesting. And that's ash pink from Matisse. And that's how that one worked out. Oh, that is fascinating. So you know what? Now I think this calls for maybe a little bit of experimenting, making a little abstract with all these colours. Whew, that could be fun. Let's see what we can do next. Okay, so this is where it is so far. I'll let that dry and then I'll probably add a few more things. But the basis of doing an abstract art piece is to allow the eye to travel around, okay? I very much like circles in my work. I always am a big believer of following the flow of your hand. I know that's a weird thing to say, but if you practice, you'll actually get to know that you have certain marks that not everybody else has. Okay, so I really enjoyed bringing out, this is the actual neon color. It was on, there was a white behind it, so I wanted to put it in here so that you could see spots of it, that was where the basis of this all came from. And so with an abstract art piece, you kind of need to be able to travel around the piece. So you're wanting to link your colors. So you can see here, this is the Payne's Grey mixed, and then that still is it. Then that is also it. Do you see what I mean? It's like it's gone around. So I don't know, that's my basic principle, is to see that, make the eye travel around. That's why you'll see me putting paint here, putting paint there, making it kind of come together. And that's basically how I do things. And usually I try and do things in threes, you know, there, there, there. So it doesn't always work that way, but usually it does. And then have some sort of element of continuity, which also can give you a little bit of interest there. So that's why I say, you know, it can be hard to know when to stop with an abstract because you just want to fill everything in. And with this one, I probably want to bring in a little bit more contrast because the dark, there's only a little bit of it, and I quite like bringing in the dark. I think it's quite fun, and I'll probably use my trusty paint pens and do some extra little things, and maybe extra lines to bring a bit of interest, you know, that kind of thing, because there's parts of it that I don't particularly love, and I think that's also okay, because that's how you get used to what is it, you know, that you connect to. So often what can be done is you can get yourself two pieces, right angled pieces of framing, and if you want to, you can always go around and have a look and see which parts you really connect to, and which parts, I can't put it down, sorry, which parts you, you know, which parts you do connect to, which parts you don't connect to. Okay, oh, I really love this orange part here with a little bit of yellow. I think that's pretty. So, oh, and that's really nice. So sometimes when you're blocking out the rest of the painting and you're moving around, you can actually see the parts that really pop. So it is quite fun to make yourself a little frame, one that you can expand and contract so that you can do different sizes, and then you see where maybe you'd like to, you'll hold on to that. So like this part here, I'm definitely going to hold on to because I love that part. But maybe up here I'm thinking, looks a bit dodgy. But I'm going to go around with that frame and have a look. And this, well, look, the color itself is odd, but I wanted to put it in to represent the green, okay, that I use underneath, so I could get a good idea. So I just have to think what I'll do with this, because I don't want to take it away because it's a representation of what we did, but I might need to do something with that. But yeah, so that's how I do things. Well, thanks so much for watching, and please like and subscribe if this content really resonates with you. And just to recap, this was the golden fluorescent magenta that I experimented with. There's lots of other fluorescents and different makes and types, or even just a really luminous pink. But have a go at mixing and seeing what it does to your colours. It's really, really fun. And if you do, let me know. Take care and have a great day. Bye for now.